Hi there, Charles. How are you doing today? Good, buddy?
Doing great. Always phenomenal to be back on the incomparable Lee Gersman show.
Yeah, thank you.
The pleasure's all mine, I assure you, kind
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Um, this is a Lee Gersman pick
yeah,
today on the great
yep.
Lee Gersman show. So
And
let's
it's
go ahead and tell everybody what we're rocking into today.
all right. We're doing a band called the String Cheese Incident, and the album is Behind the Wheel. And
The String Cheese Incident.
yeah,
You know what's crazy, Lee, is I was involved in a string cheese incident as a youth, and the innocent will remain nameless.
all right.
So nobody needs to know that whole story, but that struck me as odd, a string cheese incident. Band out of Colorado, I think.
I would think so. Yeah.
You would think so?
Yeah.
This is your pick, Lee.
Yeah. I mean, because you never know whether or not one member came from somewhere else or whatnot. So that's why I would say they are from Colorado, but knowing them, you never know if they've called other places their stuff or whatnot.
That's probably true.
So, yeah. I mean, now I can name some of the members. I before hadn't been able to. I do know that on certain particular websites you can find hundreds of their live shows, and they tend to do 3 or 4 hour shows. So if you were to download all that you could find, you could be probably literally listening for one whole year nonstop.
That's interesting.
I mean,
they are a jam band technically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as much of a fan to do that, but I might one day go to one of their shows. If the show that they did in New York, which I missed, somehow returns or something.
Oh, they're still out? They're still out doing their thing, huh?
Yeah. And the weird thing is,
wow.
I had thought that maybe not all of the members were still alive, because I might have read something, but no, they seem to still be all alive. And
that's good.
One guy, he kind of looks like he's up for a beard contest between him and Billy Gibbons, but he also doesn't wear a hat, so he also has the scruffy hair too, but no, he's not as big bearded, but he looks like a really older guy who usually plays the acoustic guitar, but very, very amped up. But he occasionally does play electric. So, and one of the other members who plays guitar also plays mandolin and violin. And so they're kind of a multi-instrumental band. Yeah.
That I noticed.
Yep.
But I can honestly say I never heard of this group until we did the review. I listened to it and did my little notes on it. Didn't know anything about them.
Right on.
Except that this album came out in '98 because Apple Music said so.
I would think so, yeah.
So that's about all I can add to it. So if you want to get into the tracks, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Do you want to start first?
Sure, why not?
Okay. The first song is called Samba de Greeley. What do you think of that?
Well, we open with a strong little ditty that does resemble a samba, as in the title. It's kind of cute for what it is, I suppose. I mean, that's about all you can say about it. It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah. I put this was pretty much nothing. I could hear a hint of what could have been a start to one of their tunes, because they do have tunes that start like this. But as a start, there's nothing much more I can say except it's a start. Didn't impress me. Okay. Now, for Come As You Are, okay. Well, what can I say except this is great? It shows why this band is perhaps the very best band around. Better than practically any other band. If not for the song itself, then for the sheer great musicianship. And I do happen to like the song. What do you think?
At first I was thinking, all right, a Nirvana cover. And yeah, well, I was wrong there. The verses seem a little weak. But when it kicks into the chorus, I'm feeling that. See, Lee, sometimes you gotta bring hip on the reviews every now and then. So yeah, I'm feeling the chorus.
Yeah.
The verse and the music of it, not so much. That part sounds like a demented Zorro theme song or something. But but I do enjoy the flow of the chorus. It's very jazzy, but the song overall is very jazzy and the boring kind overall.
Oh.
It does have some cool playing though, but just not really my scene, man.
I hear you. And what do you think of Restless Wind?
Wow, some bluegrass. And this is a tremendous shift in musical style. And so now my interest is piqued for sure. The banjo playing is great. Some fine violin playing. This song is a solid bluegrass track. The vocals aren't the strongest, but that's about the only thing I could pick out as being kind of weak. As musically, it's right up my alley. I like these type of sounds quite a bit. Way better than that odd Come As You Are track. I'm looking forward to more now.
Okay. I put another great song. This is my type of bluegrass country music. It's done right by a band who can do pretty much whatever they want and they do it well. Okay, now for On the Road. Another great song with surprises from a band that almost makes me not want to hear any other band again. If someone doesn't like this type of music, I'd understand, but they'd probably be living in a remote village where the only sound that qualifies as music is the squawking of birds. What do you think?
Yeah, or Night Ranger. This one is almost like a bluegrass, jazz, rock fusion track. You hear the bluegrass feel in the vocal melody, but the music is a cross between jazz and rock. So that is most excellent. I was getting a bit nervous on the track, as I only half cared for the beginning, the first one, but the one you loved. Now this is something I can sink my teeth into here. This On the Road, excellent acoustic guitar solo. This is a great, great track to my ears. Best one I've heard to this point, Lee.
Yep. All right, what do you think of Road Home?
I don't know about the best band of all time. I ain't going to go that far. Another jazz bluegrass fusion type sound here. Throw this in the I Like It camp as well. One thing these last three songs have in common is they're written by Bill Nershi, the guitar player with the long beard and the scraggly hair. And perhaps he's the goat of the Cheesters here. I'm not sure. This one leans a bit more jazz than the other two tracks that he wrote, but still has a bluegrass underlying tone to it. Damn fine piano solo in this. Just a nice drive through the country.
All right. And this is when maybe my best band is. Are you still there? Hello?
I'm back.
All right. Yeah. And I would put,
I'm back.
Yeah, and I started to say, and now with this is where perhaps my comment on best band can be kind of taken back a little bit. All right. I put, here is where I get critical. As fine as they play, and though parts of this song I think are good, it's a bit too Riverdance-like for me. a bit too smooth, cool jazz that's more like Dave Caw's, even though he wouldn't be able to do something like this. So even though it isn't bad enough to skip, I much prefer the last 3 songs before it. Okay, now for Galactic. I do like this one, and even the rap part doesn't bother me, but it does border on the middle between a little bit too slick, but still enjoyable. It is slightly more on the still enjoyable side though, and it's a decent song. What do you think?
Well, I suppose the other dude said enough of those sounds that old Bill came up with. We need something else in our lives. But do I? I don't know. We'll find out. There isn't a hint of bluegrass on this one. It was written by the pianist in the group, said Kyle Hollingsworth, and the mandolin guy, Michael Kang.
Yeah, so you know their names too now. Feel.
Well, I looked them up. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Definitely has a more jazz. I didn't know, but
all right.
You know, when I start to kind of like something, I look into it.
Okay.
Definitely has a more of a jazz feel here, but also quite a few elements of prog rock going on here. It almost sounds like if Pink Floyd did a jazz track, which is, and I don't mean that as a bad thing.
No,
I mean it as a good thing. This one smokes along rather nicely. So, hey, we're doing just fine right now at this point in the album. If I had a complaint, though, it was the pointless spoken word part. It is gibberish. But I like the other elements of the song enough to get past it.
All right. What do you think of 100 Year Flood?
Well, my boy Bill is back here, and we get our feet back on the ground a bit here after Galactic, which I kind of like that aspect thus far. We get some out there type tracks, and then we can count on old Bill, keep us on planet Earth a bit. My problem here, though, is it's a bit more bland of a track, like kind of a boring temporary. I suppose the violin solo makes it have a little of that bluegrass feel. I don't necessarily dislike the song. It's just a little less interesting than this other songs thus far. But it does have a decent guitar solo, though.
Okay, I put, this is my least favorite track so far on the album. The guitar solo was decent and worked within the context of the song, but the song itself was not the type of melody I like. However, I would still prefer to hear a song like this than a lot of other bands who I could name but won't. Okay. Yeah. And now for MLT. This is a good song and I like it where it's placed. But where it's placed after a song I didn't care for and several songs in a row that are pushing towards the album getting less good. But the song itself is pretty good, so I'd have to listen to it on its own and not right after those songs. What do you think? Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah. So I said I'd have to listen.
You're finished?
Yeah, I just said I'd have to listen to it on its own and not right after those other songs. All right. What do you think?
Yeah. BLT. I mean MLT.
Yeah.
Oh, hungry. Song starts out thinking. The song starts out in a way that I was thinking maybe a bit of a ballad.
Yeah.
We're back in the land of jazz fusion here. It makes sense. It's not a Bill song. Some fine piano with some extremely tasty jazzy guitar work on this one. Has more of that samba feel, as well. It's a better version of the silly interlude that started out the album, I'd say. Some great saxophone work on it too. Another solid song. So far, string cheese, baby.
All right. What do you think of Got What He Wanted?
This one has a bit more of a gospel-y feel. And yeah, our vocalist really doesn't do much justice here. The backing vocals are great, but the lead vocal is completely out of his element. I'd turn over the lead vocals to one of the backing vocalists instead of whoever sung this. It's an decent song, but not good vocal.
All right. I put, okay, we're back to good songs again. However, I can understand it might be a bit blander than the first couple of songs, but I like the melody and the guitar playing and everything, so it works. All right, now for Round the Wheel. This is a good song, but it's one where I'd have to be in the mood for it. The second half of this album is mostly the blander stuff they do, which I don't mind and enjoy, but usually not in large doses. Still, as an individual song, it gets my approval. What do you think? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, it's you're
Yeah.
you're getting staticky, and I can't hardly hear you. Like you're not coming through at all now. I can't hear anything. I hear up, like that. Want me to call you back and see if that helps? Hello? I'll leave the recorder on.
Yeah, dude, try.
All right. I'll.
Okay.
All right. So 1 minute. All right. All right. Now. All right. Now let's see if it works. Maybe I'll try once more. All right. All right. I'll have to try again. I'll try one more time. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, finally. And I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello? Well, I did, but now it's now it's going. Huh? Let's just keep trying. Somehow there's a weird connection.
What about now?
I can hear you a little bit more now. It's a little bit tinny, but now I can't hear you.
Well,
Now, Now I can at least hear you a little bit. It's broken, but I can hear you a little more.
Okay, I'll try by the window more. This is
Yeah, now I can
internet
hear you.
issues, folks.
Now I can hear you. Very good.
Okay.
All right, sorry about all that. Okay,
My internet.
but
Wheel.
yeah, round the wheel.
Okay. Well, title track. The bass work is excellent on track. I think Bill likes writing. Oh, this is his last song. I did it well. Stolen.
Yeah. Yep.
What it is, this kind of band or Rex the fall. Damn it, Bill. I have verifications.
Okay. Whatever you said. I'm just we're just gonna plow through it, and then we can do the other reviews. But yeah, I'm not gonna ask you to repeat it.
Okay.
Yeah, because all right, but I can hear you now at least a little bit more than nothing. Okay, so now the last song. What do you think of "Good Times Round the Bend"? I can't even hear you now.
It was okay.
I almost can hear you now. I can hear you a little bit.
It's okay.
All right. I heard that. You said it's okay. Huh. 1 minute.
Just go ahead, Lee.
Oh, okay. Oh, now I can hear you. So there. So.
Okay, it was okay song. I like the album.
All right. Yeah, I can hear you now. Cool. So anyway, thank you again, Charles, for doing this. And
Thanks for having me with my internet problems.
yeah, and then we can still keep trying to see what happens with the other stuff. We don't have to log off now. Okay? But take care, everybody.
Okay.
All right. Bye.